What's up? Time to do a speed painting. We're gonna just jump right into it. God, the glare and the glasses. Can you see my eyes? Time is running out. I don't know how the algorithm's gonna handle that, but you know what? Let's get right into it. Was about to call it a night. It's doing some work, but I realized I haven't done a bit of a speed painting. I do like them. 20 seconds wasted just chatting about it. So let's do some stuff. Let's do some fun stuff. How's everyone's day today? Obviously, you could only respond via comments, so please do. My day was all right. Same old, same old. Just your everyday challenges that I try to overcome from just work, life balance. But these videos have been incredibly amazing, only because it's just been so nice to see such great positive feedback. A lot of people have been saying wonderful things, and it just makes me very motivated to keep doing. One thing that I saw in one of the premieres that I did, and premiere is like this thing where like I didn't realize I was doing this actually until just a couple days ago. But today I was like, oh, let me see if I can just hop in. But it's like what it does is it like makes it treats it like a live stream. It's pretty fascinating. So I can like watch videos with people, like watch my video alongside them. And so I was like commenting with some folks, and some people were talking about how they got like opportunities following some of the advice. Now it was only like two people; it wasn't like a lot of folks, but that's incredible. Two people's wonderful, and to me, that's what it's about. It's about like trying to find ways to help people find their way, and I was really happy about that. And I think the last video too really resonated with a lot of folks. The video that I'm talking about is how to not suck at art, which feels very clickbaity. I do admit, but it is how I felt, you know. So it's just it is what it is, and for what it's worth, I'm trying to not take like sponsorships and try not to have like kind of any gimmick to how I make these videos. Um, but I do want to try to play around with like title names that are true, but they might be a little bit more alluring. But only time will tell. Oh gosh, I only have 3 minutes left, friends. Let's make this matter. Okay, let's. Oh my gosh, did I just close? Hold on. Did I just close my OBS? No, I did not. Okay, cool. Um, and so for me, I got some time to just kind of get in here, make some imagery, and I love it, man. I love hanging out with the community again. Uh, Today has been, like I said, it's been a bit of a ride. Got some like terrible news, hearing about one of the artists amongst our communities kind of going through their own health issues. It's pretty fascinating because as I was talking about the how not to suck video, I talked about like the people have challenges in their life, that they try to overcome. And this artist, one of the things that he said that I thought was really powerful, but subtle. Like I don't think he was saying anything outright, but he was like, I can't draw with my left, or I can't really draw yet, or he wasn't able to work just yet because of these health and medical complications. And I thought, what a fascinating comment to say, because he's not calling quits. Like he had something that happened to him that was truly affecting his ability to draw, and he's just like, nah, like I'm gonna be dealing with this just because it's just a challenge and it's a financial challenge. Um, but eventually he'll overcome it, and at least that's the subtext of kind of what I was hearing from him. He could be totally like, no, I'm gonna be a banker now. So I don't know, but I thought that was really powerful, and it's one of those things that I admire and really incredible artists is that their ability to kind of really overcome these types of adversities. There's one artist named Frank Frazetta, a classical illustrator, fantasy illustrator, and he had suffered a similar thing, which was essentially a stroke. And he spent like 2 months or several months, maybe a few or several, I forget the exact number. But he spent some time learning how to essentially um, learning how to essentially draw with his other hand, his non-dominant hand. And he did. And allegedly even better. And that was fascinating to me. And I remember when I had my accident, time ran out. So this was like a 6-minute thing, but let's put a couple more minutes in here. Let's put 2 more minutes. I think that's all I need. I could have done a better job. I realized what I could have done better in the speed paint. I was getting too caught up in my words, but it's okay. We'll stick to what we got here. And we'll try to keep a limited palette. I think I want one more color in here though. That will help keep me honest. Yeah, I remember I had like a freak accident. I'm not sure if you guys can see it on my fingers. Hold on. Wasting my time. Yeah, you can kind of see it. But I wasn't able to draw with my right hand, which is my dominant hand. And I just switched to my left hand. And it took me about a week, like a few days. And I was painting and drawing with my left hand. In fact, maybe that will be a video topic. I'll just talk about how I just started drawing with my lefty. And I think that a lot of people tend to get really caught up in the nuance of what it means to be an artist. And they think that a lot of their skill can be attached to something like a tool, as in your arm. Your arm is a tool. Not realizing that unless you have some major trauma to the brain, and even in those instances, I've heard miraculous stories, but unless you have some sort of traumatic instances in your brain, what really makes you who you are is there. It's found in your mind, in your soul, you know? And unless that's taken away from you, if you lose an arm, if you lose the ability to use your primary hands, what have you, you'll be shocked how adaptive you can be with your alternative hand if you put some time and discipline in getting better at it. But yeah, I think that might be a whole different video. This is not the time to give meaningful advice. This is me trying to do something in about several minutes. This was about 8 minutes. I could have done better. Could have done better. Maybe I should let's put 1 more minute. Let's just no more. We're not going to go to 10 minutes. We're going to do 9 even. And if I can't wrangle this beast, so be it. I'll live with the consequences and post this regardless. Some of you guys might be like, what the heck is this? And others of you might be like, this is brave. Either or, my goal is clear. Stick to 9 minutes total. Just wrap it up. That's what I was missing. I think I can do this. And then this might need something to make it feel like it belongs here. But that's what I was missing. I was missing a bit of determination in the lighting. And then let's put some personality here, a couple X's. That just feels cool. And 4 seconds. Let's put a little decals here and there. And call it a day. All right, listen, I'm gonna get out of here. Clearly I'm delirious, but hey, I did it. I did my 9-minute speed paint. I wanted to do another video today. I wanted to show my mug. I put my glasses on. I could feel my eyes burning from all the brightness. Deuces.